One of the oldest and most potent symbols in human history is that of the serpent. Coiled and ready to strike, this timeless icon has snaked its way into our collective psyche, expressing itself across cultures and throughout millennia. From the most ancient times down to today, the serpent remains a powerful image whose meaning can turn on a dime. From life-giving to life-ending, wise and knowledgeable to deceptive and dangerous. But what is it about this particular creature that inspires such varied and often contradictory interpretations? What does the serpent symbolize? We'll start by exploring some serpent myths from around the world, before looking at its mystical and psychological significance. To begin, let's travel back to ancient Egypt, where we meet one of the earliest examples of a divine serpent, the Ouroboros. This mythical creature was a giant winged serpent, whose tail ended in a venomous sting. Its defining feature, however, was its habit of swallowing its own tail, thus forming a circle or ring. The Ouroboros served as an emblem of the sun god Ra in his journey through the underworld during the night. It also symbolized the cyclical nature of time, death, and rebirth, a motif that recurs frequently in mythology. Across the Mediterranean, the Greeks had their own take on the Ouroboros, which they associated with the Titan Atlas, condemned to hold up the sky for eternity. In Greek mythology, the Ouroboros became a symbol of the infinite wisdom of the god Hermes Trismegistus, linking it to astrology, alchemy, and magic. Meanwhile, in India, the serpent took on a more benevolent form. The Naga, half-human, half-serpent, were believed to guard underground treasures and protect those who respected them. They were associated with rain, fertility, and healing, but could bring misfortune upon those who trespassed against them. Later, the Nagas found their way into Buddhist mythology, where they became a symbol of awakened potential lying dormant within each person, coiled like a serpent at the base of the spine. When properly cultivated, this inner Naga or Kundalini could rise through the body's energy centers, bringing with it higher states of consciousness. Further west, in Mesoamerica, the feathered serpent god Quetzalcoatl was revered by the Aztecs as a bringer of light, civilization, and knowledge. He taught the arts of agriculture, weaving, and other crafts, as well as the use of calendars and the writing system. In some myths, Quetzalcoatl is credited with creating humanity, while in others, he is said to have ascended to the heavens after sacrificing himself to appease the gods. Despite these differences, Quetzalcoatl's wisdom and benevolence make him a central figure in Mesoamerican religion. Finally, no discussion of serpents would be complete without mentioning the biblical serpent, whose origins can be traced back to the Garden of Eden. In the book of Genesis, a serpent tempts Eve to eat from the tree of knowledge, promising her wisdom if she partakes. After she and Adam disobey God's command, they are cast out of the garden and forbidden to ever return. Here, the serpent symbolizes temptation, deception, and sin, qualities that come together to bring humanity under the sway of evil. Now that we've examined some of the most famous serpent myths, let's delve into the deeper meaning and symbolism of the serpent. From a mystical perspective, the serpent embodies the hidden wisdom of the universe. Just as the serpent sheds its skin, we too must shed our old selves to reveal the enlightened being beneath. In this sense, the serpent encourages us to look beyond the superficial and strive for deeper understanding. Another common interpretation of the serpent is as a symbol of transformation. The process of shedding one's skin allows the serpent to grow and evolve, just as we undergo changes and adaptations throughout our lives. By embracing these changes, we can become more resilient and better equipped to handle whatever challenges may come our way. Serpents also embody the concept of hidden wisdom. Their ability to go into deep trances offers a clue to their wisdom, suggesting that there are realms of knowledge and understanding that are not accessible through ordinary means. Instead, one must dive deep into the subconscious mind or enter a state of deep meditation to access this hidden wisdom. In this sense, the serpent invites us to explore the depths of our own psyches to uncover the mysteries that lie within. Furthermore, serpents are often seen as symbols of cyclical time. The image of the Ouroboros, a serpent eating its own tail perfectly captures this concept. Just as the serpent is constantly renewing itself through shedding its skin and entering new cycles of growth, so too do we experience cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. From a psychological standpoint, the serpent can be viewed as a manifestation of the shadow self. As first described by Carl Jung, in Jungian psychology, the shadow self refers to the dark, hidden aspects of our personality that we tend to repress or deny. By confronting our shadow selves, we can integrate these repressed aspects into our conscious personality, leading to greater wholeness and maturity. The serpent's association with the unconscious is further reinforced by its connection to the libido, which Jung saw as a source of psychic energy. In fact, the word libido comes from the Latin word libertas, meaning freedom, reflecting its association with instincts and drives that operate outside of conscious control. By exploring our deepest desires and motivations, we can harness the power of the libido and direct it towards our personal growth and transformation. Moreover, the serpent's habit of shedding its skin can be seen as a symbol of rebirth and renewal, representing the process of letting go of the old self and embracing a new identity. This transformation can occur through facing and overcoming challenges, as well as through introspection and self-reflection. The serpent's ability to go into deep trances can also be interpreted as a metaphor for the journey of individuation, the Jungian term for the process of becoming an individual. By letting go of our attachment to the familiar and venturing into the unknown, we can discover new depths within ourselves and realize our fullest potential. Finally, the serpent's duality as both a life-giving and life-ending creature can be seen as a reflection of the shadow self. On one hand, the serpent can represent the positive aspects of our personality, such as our creativity, passion, and life energy. On the other hand, it can symbolize the destructive tendencies that arise when these traits become excessive or unbalanced. By recognizing and integrating both aspects of our shadow selves, we can strive for wholeness and maturity. Today, the serpent continues to appear in various forms of esotericism and spiritual practices. For instance, in Kundalini yoga, the serpent's energy is said to be coiled at the base of the spine, and certain exercises are designed to awaken and harness this energy. Additionally, the serpent is often depicted as a symbol of personal transformation and spiritual awakening, representing the shedding of old beliefs and behaviors and the emergence of a new, more enlightened self. In conclusion, the serpent is a truly universal symbol whose meaning and interpretation vary widely depending on the context in which it appears. From ancient mythology to modern esotericism, the serpent has been associated with everything from wisdom and transformation to temptation and destruction, whether viewed through the lens of mysticism or psychology. The serpent remains a powerful and enduring image that continues to capture our imagination and inspire both fear and fascination. As we've explored in this video, the serpent's ability to shed its skin and renew itself makes it a potent symbol of rebirth and transformation. Its connection to the earth and the underworld further enhances its significance, linking it to themes of death and the cycle of seasons. In many cultures, the serpent is celebrated as a wise and knowledgeable creature, often associated with healing and the pursuit of wisdom. Think of the biblical story of the Garden of Eden, where the serpent tempts Eve to eat from the tree of knowledge, offering her wisdom as a reward. This portrayal of the serpent as a bringer of knowledge is echoed in various other myths and legends, such as the Aztec myth of Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent god who is revered as a teacher and bringer of civilization to humanity. On the other hand, the serpent's association with the earth and the underworld also imbues it with darker connotations. Its ability to shed its skin can be seen as a metaphor for the process of shedding one's old self and embracing a new identity. But it can also suggest a more sinister transformation, such as the corruption or decay that can occur when one loses touch with their true nature. This duality is reflected in the serpent's portrayal as both a life-giving and life-ending creature, capable of both healing and harming, nourishing and destroying. Ultimately, The serpent's power as a symbol lies in its ability to embody both the light and dark aspects of human nature. It reminds us that we are capable of great wisdom and transformation, but also that we have the potential for corruption and destruction. By understanding the complexities of this symbol, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share. If you'd like to support our channel further, consider becoming a patron. Your support helps us continue producing quality content and reach a wider audience.